Okay, when we say roots, that means it's the same thing as zeros or solutions are other ways to describe this, right? Basically, we're talking about if they're real solutions, it's where would hit the x-axis, right? These are solutions. So basically, where these are, where we're going to get zeros in this polynomial right here, right? So one thing you can do, you can actually graph these and see where it's going to intersect the x-axis. It just as an FYI, I'd say the graph of this is not going to look like this. It was just to illustrate. So, so you can graph this, actually put this into your graphing calculator and see where it hits 0, and then pick the answer choice that lines with those zeros. Or you can plug in your answer choices, right, to see where you're going to have zeros. Or you can just solve it, right? So let's just go through and actually solve it, and then I'll show you how you could actually plug in your answer choices. But so z squared minus 4 would be, if I factored z squared minus 4 out, it would be z plus 2 times z minus 2. And z plus 1 squared is z plus 1 times z plus 1, right? So the zeros are going to be z is negative 2, z is positive 2, and z is negative 1, right? Because these are both going to be negative 1. So 2, negative 2, positive 2, and negative 1. That would be answer choice C, right? So if you, for C, if you plugged in your answer choices, if you put negative 1 into, remember that if either of these are 0, you're going to end up multiplying by a 0, and it's going to make the whole thing 0. So negative 1 plus 1 squared is going to be 0, right? And then 2 squared minus 4 is going to be 0, and negative 2 squared minus 4 is also going to be 0. So you could, again, plug in your answer choices. Or, again, if you actually put this equation into your graphing calculator and the y equals, it's going to show you that it's going to hit 0, or it's going to hit the x-axis at negative 1, positive 2, and negative 2.